My number one crush.
Oh, boy.
Number one.
Does he work in New York?
Yeah.
Get him on the show.
This is the hottest man I've ever seen in my life.
He looks like Jacob
Hot.
Frey. You like the same guy
Look at him in
and
Iraq.
over again.
Look, he's in Iraq.
Welcome to Guys We...
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of GWF.
The podcast you love listening to. I'm Corinne Fisher.
I'm Krystyna Hutchinson.
Welcome
That's
to the
catchy as hell.
show.
And it's internet friendly.
Welcome to this damn show. How are
Ah,
you?
no.
What?
I said, damn.
Dang.
You can say damn.
Can you?
Eric, what?
I'm so afraid of cursing online.
Damn is not a curse.
Well, I feel like how we have to talk online so that the algorithm daddy doesn't punish us has been seeping into our everyday vernacular, as evidenced by the subject line I'm about to read.
Oh, yeah.
How do I convince my best friend not to unalive herself? Now, before we go into this email, unaliving, when I first heard people say that instead of suicide, I was like, what the And but it was revealed to me or explained to me that they say that so that they don't get so that they can get caught up in the algorithm and have their videos shown. So if you say suicide on Instagram specifically,
Yeah. You didn't know that?
TikTok.
I mean, when I first heard somebody first say unalive like a year ago, I'm like, what?
Oh, you thought it was just like people being sensitive about saying
About saying
suicide?
like they're unhoused instead of homeless.
Oh, no.
I thought it was
no,
one of
no, no,
those.
No.
And I was like, really? Okay.
Like the PC therapist way to say it is like complete suicide, not commit suicide. But that's because it's not because they're saying like it's not a crime.
Right. Okay. So
Even though
unalive.
it technically is illegal, but you know
can't get arrested because you're not here.
right.
Well, am I going to arrest your corpse?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I convince my best friend not to unalive herself? Hey, girls, it's taking me years to even write you, but I'd love to hear your input. I met my best friend over 10 years ago in a festival community, and we knew immediately this was my person. She's been there for me in my complete dumb bitch era and the process of getting out of it. She is such a sexy, beautiful, inspiring woman. She has a bachelor's degree in astrophysics, okay, and is so intelligent. Just really book and street smart. She has been the girl everyone wants. She has been the girl women would feel threatened by. She has always been transparent and upfront about what she thought or felt and very genuine about it. That's how we became so close and remain bonded till this day. She's just a beautiful and amazing human being. She has been expressing to me lately that she no longer wants to be here doing this life, and that the only reason she hasn't unalived herself is because of me.
Oh, that's kind of a big burden.
What are you, friends with Nancy? She knows I love her and that it would destroy me. So I'm edging on the line of supporting her suicide and convincing her to stay alive because this life can be worth living. She has trauma, depression, and anxiety, and I could sympathize and factor that into my thoughts. But it's hard to feel selfish convincing her that life is worth living if she is just suffering every moment of it. And I know this is a dark one, but it's some real shit, and I don't know how to support her. What would you say to your loved one in this state of mind? My most powerful reaction is telling me to say, follow your heart, whatever that may be. I have to say I'm fucking tired of people laying their will to live on me. Best, a fucked up but loyal fucker.
Oh, so has that happened like numerous times? Is that kind of some kind
It
of
must,
like,
it must have.
you have some kind
Otherwise,
of gravitational pull to suicidal people?
Hey,
I mean,
I
I have that
get
too.
it.
But
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I think we've become a little laissez-faire about people killing themselves, right? Like, I think we're kind of just like, yeah, life is hard. You should give up, get in the suicide pod. Relax. Life is hard for everybody.
Yeah.
Certainly some for more than others, and certainly some people have clinical depression. But like, we get it together. No one said this was going to be a treat.
because it's not.
Yeah.
Also, it's so interesting though, because I guess I've not heard people echo that sentiment much before this email of you telling your friend like, hey, I get it.
I get it also based on the thing, I say as someone who just turned 40, you definitely have to give it until at least 40 before you even think about it. It's funny because I used to kind of say, if you're after 40 and you still want to kill yourself, go ahead. But now that I'm here, I'm like, I think that's still too early. Maybe 60.
Yeah.
If you
get 60,
when
let me know how you
old
feel.
people kill themselves, for real though,
Yeah.
I'm kind of
I
like,
don't hear about that as often.
it happens.
Really?
It's just not getting publicized because
Oh, 'cause no one-
I think everyone agrees. Yeah, it's fine. But like if you're 75 and you want to jump off a bridge, like I mean, please, if you're going to take your own life, you don't ruin someone else's life in the process. Like someone has to get that corpse. Someone don't make someone else like non-consensually a
involved in your
participant in
suicide.
your death. Like
Right.
People who jump
No one
in
should see
front of the
it.
subway train. Those poor conductors have to get so much therapy. I was watching this whole thing about it.
Really?
Like, don't do that to anyone else because that's not that. Like, if
That
you're
ain't it.
unhappy, you don't make other people unhappy. That sucks. I don't care how sad you are. Like, get your shit together. But yeah, I mean, like if you're an old like if you're like fucking like 60's not even that old, but like if you're 16, you're like nothing has been working. It's like I guess nothing is working. All right.
It's kind
Go
of
ahead.
funny.
I don't know what to tell you.
So I read this. I don't usually do this, but I read this email before I copied and pasted it, just because I have been so suicidal in my life, like really on the verge of doing it, super close. I'm very glad I didn't, but I know people are born with like clinical depression. That's not something I have, but I know people that have it and like they just can't get out of bed and they're just it sounds like a fucking nightmare. It doesn't sound like that's what your friend has. It sounds like it's circumstantial, and just being a human on this planet, like Corinne said, it is not a treat, okay? There are moments that are very beautiful, and it's fun to work towards things that you're excited about, but mostly it sucks. And I finally, for all the years of doing this podcast, am willing to accept that, which is super cool.
Me and my class girl, I tried to tell her for years.
Yeah,
guys.
and I'm like, what are you talking about? That was
We
just me
tried
going,
for years.
La 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 la. Life is beautiful. But as somebody who has just wanted to, that's why I started not to plug it, but I'm gonna plug it. The Patreon. Talking about wanting to kill yourself is one of the most potent suicide prevention tactics in my personal experience. So when your friend unloads on you, I don't know how often she's been doing this, or how obviously you can only carry so much, but you're not there to fix her situation. You're just there to listen to her. I think like the times that I've been most suicidal, and it hasn't happened very often, but like just 2 instances in my life where I just really was close to doing it. It really was so helpful for someone to someone that I loved and cared for to listen and not go, oh my God, what? You can't, which doesn't sound like something you're doing, which is cool, but also I don't need any feedback. I just need to get this off my chest. You know what I mean? You just kind of got to, when you name the demon, it's not as scary anymore.
Maybe her tactic here is to talk about wanting to kill herself so much that it makes you okay with her killing herself, so you don't have to listen to the story anymore.
Wow, that's pretty good tactic.
That would be a good tactic.
That's a real interesting way in.
There would be a certain point for me that if my friend kept saying it, I would be like, you know what?
All right.
You've pushed me.
Yeah. Well, but then,
I'm on your side now.
As a formerly suicidal person, like now that I know all this stuff about the death and stuff, but like pondering suicide, I've spent a lot of hours of my life pondering suicide very seriously. But now that I'm like kind of not in that space mentally anymore, I'm like, I might get back to that space again. I think if you're kind of capable of getting there, then you have a little dent in your psyche or your heart that is just, it's not going to be filled. It's always going to be there. So what happens as you learn and grow is you handle it differently the next time the wave of those exact same feelings come in. And I'm like, there's so much on this planet that you could do that, like, I always thought, if I got a terminal illness, I would try crack. I would definitely do heroin. I would skydive. I would fucking live in the
And the doctors
woods.
would be like, you know what? We read this chart wrong. We actually had to turn the other way.
And then I'm just like fiending. I'm like, I'll suck your dick for some crack. No, but like, also if you think about it too, so if you and your best friend have like back and forth conversations about this topic, there's so much crazy shit that like we wouldn't have the nerve to do At least the way I think about it, if I got a terminal illness, I would have the nerve to do a lot more shit than I'm doing. Like I'd shave my head. How fucking fun would that be?
Yeah, tell her to go skydiving and then get back to you.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say just take her to the petting zoo because it's hard.
Well, that you can do.
Want to kill yourself when you're feeding a baby cow?
I mean, I
What
do
is-
agree.
how
I
sweet,
do agree.
Eric.
I agree, Eric.
Well, I guess
Animals-
it is unless you tell, and then unless you start thinking about how the animals are there
gonna do
as
that.
prisoners
No, Corinne.
I don't know, I think
instead
they're
of roaming in the
Versus
wild.
in prison.
You may like the petting zoo. The petting zoo is pretty chill for an animal.
Is it when a
I think
kid's
it's-
sticking their finger in your eye and you're like, I'm just trying to be a goat?
Well, I don't stick my fingers in the goat's eyes
I
or the
don't
deer's eyes.
either.
But yeah, I'm sure they do get it done. But like, this earth is so, I don't like people for the most part, but the planet itself is magical and beautiful and really cool. And there are amazing people in the world. So like, if you are gonna kill yourself, like don't have any money in your bank account. Spend that shit on something crazy.
Max and
You know?
Amex out.
And this is not
Go bankrupt, and
Yes.
then you'll know what it's
Yeah.
like to really want to kill yourself.
Matt, get a couple credit cards. This
Don't
is
pay your
America.
taxes.
Max it out.
That's
and
true. Don't pay your taxes.
Don't pay your taxes. At least have some fun.
Get plastic surgery. Crazy stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get
Ooh.
8 tits.
Yeah, get
Yeah, get a
tits.
third tit.
Yeah, get a third
Yo.
tit.
And see, now you're having this conversation. Why would you want to kill yourself? Look at all the fun shit you could be
You
doing.
got 3 tits.
Well, also, I didn't know exactly where Krystyna was going, but I said, let's follow this. And I also think, like, you kind of started to say something about this, but, like, there's so much awful stuff going on in the world, right? And so, like, if you can, like, why not reframe it and like be like, you know what, I'm not having a good time right now, but how can I be in service to others? I think that's like a good way to think, and like to kind of make an early exit from the world when there is so much work to be done, so many people who need help, so many people who want to be here who are having a hard time being here because of their financial situation, because of, you know, ICE, whatever the many variables of horror in the world there are. So to me, it just seems just like, well, we have another set of hands who could be helping, and you're choosing to make an exit. And I understand, like, you have maybe like the chemistry is completely off in your brain, but like we do have medicine to fix that. I'm not saying that like everyone can find a solution. Some people just like try their whole lifetime different, you know, combinations, and they just never get there. And I totally hear that.
Yeah.
But it's like, have you really exhausted all your options? Like,
You definitely have it.
I probably
or
haven't.
to your friend.
Yeah. And again, like I don't know how old you are, but I'm guessing you're not that old. You're probably younger than me, you know, if you're writing into this show, quite honestly. And like, I just don't think you really gave it your all yet.
Dude, there is this Instagram account that I was on last night. I don't know what the algorithm is doing lately, but it hooks me. I don't even need crack to be addicted. It is crazy what it's showing. Like, it's showing me the exact things that would keep me on it longer.
Like what?
Just like fucking unlikely animal friendships, but like really intense ones that you're like, what? How can an aquarium, like a sea animal and a land animal be friend?
Wow.
They can, and a lot of Pisces shit that's like very specific. Anyway, there is an Instagram account I landed on. I forget the handle, but it's the whole thing is this guy is going. This British white guy is going into America and giving people like a 75-year-old woman that was like had no teeth and was working at the grocery store, and she had such a sweet demeanor, and she was getting evicted from her apartment. He gave her $500, and then he had a lot of followers on this account.
Oh, I think I know this guy.
He started a GoFundMe and like hundreds of thousands of dollars raised for her, and but
That's all my algorithm
When
is.
he-
It's like a pit bull who looks scary but then wears a pearl necklace, and then that guy. Like that different
But
variants
dude,
of that guy. I'm obsessed
I'm telling
with that.
you,
I want to be a billionaire just so I could do that shit
too.
24/7.
when
I love
I
that.
watched hours of him handing $200 to a person.
Oh, so
and
fun.
the life
I would love
changing
to do that
reaction
all
they
day
have.
long.
I'm like, but then I was just crying my fucking face off last night on my couch, going like, it is so fucked that we have billionaires, and this woman, her whole life changed because she got handed $200.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep.
It's the injustice, but the fact, like, so if anything, your friend can give all her money away to people that need it, and then she's not gonna want to kill herself anymore. Then she's gonna realize she doesn't have any money. She's got to go back to work. But like,
Then she's gonna have to move in with you.
that's fine, or maybe it's not. But you set a boundary with that. But like, there's so many experiences that you can have on this planet, and some of them are just as simple as that's why I went to the ATM this morning. I got 20s in my pot. I just give 20s out to homeless people because I'm like, just fucking take it. Like, why are we here if we're not going to help each other? So,
Mom Donnie the second over here.
that's what I'm saying. But I think when Corinne was saying like your friend could be of service to others, that makes you feel. There's no ego in that. It just makes you feel human in like a beautiful way.
Yeah, it's
so,
like,
tell your friend to do that.
I heard something recently, and again, I'm paraphrasing heavily here, but it was kind of basically like, maybe we're not here to have a good time. And I said, that's what I've been telling people all the time. And I know that's not your thing.
No, but I feel like
and that's
you're
also
right.
like not my brother. Like I know my brother, that's not his way of thinking either. So people very close to me, that's not their way of thinking. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe this is like the ultimate challenge. And then, Bob, is it Weir from Grateful Dead? Is that how you say his last
Bob
name?
Weir.
So Bob Weir, he recently passed away, and like, I got to be honest here, and I know this is disrespectful. So my friend's a really big Grateful Dead fan, and she was posting a lot of videos. And I don't know if this was just like an old guy who's spiritual or if it was actually Bob Weir. I think it was Bob Weir, but a lot of gray-haired men look the same. Anyway, what the guy was saying, who had obviously done a lot of LSD in his lifetime, was like, he had researched life a lot, and he was like, the more I learn about life, the more I think that death is the ultimate reward.
Yes.
But with all rewards, like, it doesn't need to be earned. So it's like, maybe death is saying, hey, baby, I'm right here. But like, okay, fucking earn it then. Like, earn the death.
Totally. I get that.
You can't just...
I fucks with that.
You can't just have dessert if you didn't eat dinner.
I mean,
You feel bad.
I've watched.
You're so old, Eric.
You're 87.
Oldest in the room.
I
My
continue
Grateful Dead t-shirt on.
almost every day.
Oh,
to
you're
watch.
right. Oh, yeah. R.I.P.
It's beautiful art. Like every day, I still watch near death experience videos, and they all say how much better it is being dead than being alive. But I actually like that because it gives credence to how fucking hard this is, and it's like, okay, cool, we're not crazy. This is really hard.
Like,
And
this is the marathon. Get through it. The death is the medal.
Dolores Cannon, very well respected, R.I.P. baby girl, has said. Earth is out of every planet in the universe, solar system, whatever the biggest word is. Earth is the hardest one to incarnate on, and I'm like, that checks.
Didn't have to tell me.
You really didn't, but I'm glad you said it because I'm glad.
RSP if you want to have a bad time.
Right. So like all the souls that go, I'm gonna go to Earth. Everyone else is like, oh shit, bitch, you go to Earth. And then we get here and we're like, oh shit, I came here because we forget that we decided to come here. That is all to say that if people were having a great time, that would be a little concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're a child.
I mean, as someone who has tried to kill themselves.
You have too?
Yes.
Ooh, ooh.
Wow, I feel so left out right now.
I was
Whatever.
coming.
cool club.
I was in 7th grade, and I was
7th grade,
withdrawing from opioids.
Oh,
and
that's so.
it was I was
Jesus,
hooked on
you've lived 18
opioids when I
lives.
was because I broke my wrist and my elbow playing football, and
God,
then they
sick.
Been getting
prescribed
injured
me.
since day one.
They prescribed me 180 OxyContin as a 7th grader, and
Your
then,
parents were like, okay, here you go.
No, they gave me a few, and then I stole the bottle back, and so then I
yeah.
took them every day for months, and then I
Right.
was withdrawing from them. I didn't know what was happening. I was like sweating. I couldn't focus. I felt awful, and then I ate a whole bottle of a different kind of painkiller to try to kill myself.
Yeah.
and that didn't work. I just took a big red shit afterwards, and I felt really guilty.
Oh, you felt guilty.
No, but now I feel like it has given me a good amount of perspective as far as like I do feel like I'm just in overtime right now, and everything's extra.
Yeah, I
a
get
little
that.
bit.
You got a
but,
new lease on life.
But yeah, you know the guilt that comes with that. I wouldn't suggest killing yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel guilty. Well, no.
Some
didn't feel
people
guilty.
fuck it up, and then they
They're
have
botched.
a way worse life.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
That's a good point.
That
to
one
bring
person
up.
that jumped off the San Francisco bridge that got like saved by the SEALs or whatever.
Yeah,
He's now an international speaker, so like it worked out for him.
Actually, paraplegic.
some people,
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's like,
A paraplegic who hates seals.
Yeah.
yeah, you motherfucker.
You did this to me.
But no, I watched a couple videos of him like years ago, and I'm like, he seems like he likes life. So We also live in a society where immediate gratification is dangled in front of us for everything. Oh, we don't like a feeling? Let's numb it out immediately. And so I think suicide is just more on people's minds because of that, and because we live in a world that, the kindness and goodness has died, and the world hates women, and what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
See,
You're gonna help other people.
To me, I find that inspirational because it's like,
Yeah.
wow, everyone's
Work to be done.
as more people are evil, you have to do less to be considered a good person. So isn't that nice?
Oh shit! Didn't even think about that angle.
Look at that. Flip
Yeah.
it up.
You ain't gonna get this on other podcasts.
Wow.
Being good really is on a curve.
Yeah, you can be considered. Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
so smart, Eric. Yeah, do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And you'll be act like a man.
Right.
You're gonna
Yeah.
be minus.
So let us know. Hope your friend's okay. Tell her we said hey. Mm-hmm. Tell her I've been there. Eric's been there, and it'll be okay.
Tell her she at least has to listen to the entire GWF catalog before she does it. And
Or
that'll
at
buy
least
some
try
time.
heroin or like do a drug that
Krystyna
you
really
do.
wants her to
Just
do
like
hard
I
drugs.
would never do a drug like that ever, except if I was about to kill myself or I got a terminal illness. I would do it towards the end of the terminal illness.
I feel like crack you could do. You don't have to wait till the terminal illness.
Nah.
Get a bunch of mushrooms.
I know so many people
Get
have
on a jet
accidentally
ski.
done crack.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Jet ski on mushrooms.
Ooh.
Who cares? That's
I would do
fun.
contact. I would try to get abducted by aliens.
How does one try?
Well, so there's certain vortexes in the country. A lot of them are in Arizona.
Oh.
Where there's just activity has been like higher than normal. So,
okay.
I mean, who knows? Can't hurt.
I
could.
want to make it to Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah.
I got to make it there.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to
same.
go there. Also, I just love New Mexico. One of my favorite
I've never been.
states. Really
Wait,
nice.
have we been there? No, we haven't.
I was there with Amory because she's from there.
Right, right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you do feel like killing yourself but you want group therapy without a licensed therapist, I have group therapy on my Patreon for as little as $5 a month. 4 times a month, aka once a week usually. We hop on a Zoom and talk about stuff. And sometimes people talk about wanting to die. And I think that's super healthy because it's not a taboo thing. Earth fucking sucks. Have you seen it? Have you been outside? Patreon.com/Krystyna Hutchinson.
And if you want to learn about the news and get engaged in municipal and national and international news cycle that we are all a part of, whether we want to be a part of it or not, tune into Without a Country podcast. We live stream every Wednesday on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And, there's plenty to talk about. That's the one thing. When Donald Trump is president, the episodes of Without a Country go, 2.5, 3 hours every single week. So always have plenty of stuff to discuss. And it's a conversation that you are welcome to join. If you listen to the live stream or watch the live stream, you can call in live C-SPAN style. And I will also have a Patreon to help support the show. And you get extra news stories from that. It's patreon.com/withoutacountry. And, it's not a fun time, but you're going to learn a lot. And we'll have some laughs along the way. So join us.
And follow me on Instagram at Eric Freddy. And if you want to watch my 10-minute OnlyFans special, subscribe to my OnlyFans at the link in the bio.
I love that Eric is doing sex work. It's not sex work; it's a comedy sketch. But
But I'm getting close.
you have been talking about it a lot.
Oh,
and then also, I don't know what order we're airing these in, but
This will come in next week.
the link isn't up yet. But if you are in Arizona, specifically Pima, Arizona, which is near some major cities, I am going to be hosting a political event, like a town hall, but it's going to be fun and exciting and be different than any other town hall that you've ever been a part of. I'm hosting it for the Pima Democrats. I don't think it may or may have not been announced yet, but I want to just start getting it because we want to fill this entire theater and raise all the money for the Pima Democrats that's possible. So I'll have information on my Instagram, which is Philanthropy Gal, and I hope you join me there. It's gonna be fun and knowledgeable.
Ooh, love a takeaway.
Love a takeaway.
Love a takeaway.
It's like, can something be? I don't think you can be knowledgeable. It's not really the right use of that word, but you get it. Educational.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite takeaways.
All right. Let's. Did you have something that you wanted to chat about?
Well, just really quick.
Yes.
One of my number one crush.
Oh boy.
Number one.
Who's
Ugh, I don't talk. This is not a person I talk about because it's just kind of niche. He's an ABC reporter.
Oh yeah, I was like, who is it this week? I know there's some like guy on Instagram that you liked. Okay, so who?
Okay, wait.
He's an ABC reporter.
Yo, he started following me, and I followed him, and I was like, oh, he has Instagram. Nope.
Does he work in New York?
Yeah.
Get him on the show.
Wait, here we go.
Are you guys DMing? What's happening?
No, I wish. This is the hottest man I've ever seen in my life.
Okay,
He's so
he looks like Jacob
hot.
Frey. You like the same guy
Look at him in
over and
Iraq.
over again.
Look, he's in Iraq.
It's so funny. You like the same
He is
guy
like Jacob Fry,
over
right?
and over
I like him more than
again.
Jacob Fry, though.
This guy is
And I'm
more.
too nervous to look up if he
This
has a
guy's
wife.
more attractive than him.
He is so hot. I don't know, I was
having a wife like that's ever stopped anyone in history before.
No, but I don't. No, I'm not interested in that. I want love. No, but
his dick just went limp.
don't listen, Matt.
Okay.
He's yeah. So that's all. That's all I got.
So he started following you just this moment.
Well, no, he started following me.
Is
yesterday.
he Italian? What's going on with his face?
I don't know. He's just
He has a little
sexiness.
Sebastian
God likes him better.
Maniscalco going on. Okay.
What? Ew, I
in that
don't like
in that video,
Sebastian.
he had it there. I'm sorry to ruin it.
That's okay. No, you can't possibly ruin this man. Look at how hot. This is the hottest.
He really does nothing.
He's
for
an
me.
ABC reporter. He's not a news anchor. He's on the field. And I always thought like, a journalist.
He's on the field, so that means his job is a little bit worse.
Yeah, but it's risky and stuff. I don't know.
Ooh.
I think somebody that goes out with a fucking helmet to a war-torn country.
Oh, that's much
or
more.
like
That's like a much cooler.
Oh yeah, but it's also like you want to make the world a better place. Because one thing
you were an actor and you failed.
Shut up, Corinne. Let me keep my lady boner.
I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. He wants to make the world a better place.
Whatever. All I'm saying is if he asked me out to dinner, I would say yes.
It is. I feel like, I mean, there is such a specific template for the kind of guy you like, but that doesn't look anything
But
like.
I've never dated a guy like that.
No, you haven't. And maybe that's the issue. You keep showing me the same guy over and over again. I can't even keep track. It looks like the same guy. I was like,
I will say he looks like Jacob Fry.
I said, is this the mayor of Minneapolis?
Yeah.
Or who is this?
He is so hot. Oh my God. But I think but they're also like men that are so hot. But one of the reasons they're so hot and dreamy is
They're
because
advocating.
they want to make the world a better place. And that is the sexiest kind of man. How are you? That's it. That's all I got.
That was beautiful.
He's so hot.
Oh, there's two things. These are both like sexuality related. So first of all, Time Out New York reported this week that NYC now leads the world in bisexual identity growth.
Oh, yes. Hell yeah.
I think that's just a testament to perhaps how
Cocaine.
bad the dating scene here is. And then everyone's just like, I guess I'll be gay now.
so many women are like, ugh.
Men and women
Let's
just-
check chicks.
Just like exhausted by our own sex. So then everyone in New York goes, I guess I got to be gay now. Like, I think that's where that.
I get it.
And also just like anything goes here. And I think everyone here is competing so hard to get attention. And I'm not saying that if you're bisexual, you're trying to get attention. But
I
it
know
is,
some people who are,
you know,
though.
but it's been known to happen historically sometimes.
When a woman that has been in a relationship with a man for 7 years has to come out as bisexual while she's still in the relationship with that guy, I'm like,
God.
that's, you want it for attention.
It's like, oh my God, we get it. He won't text you back. So I also think there is this element of it where it's like you're in the sea of incredibly high achieving people and we're all fighting for attention and straights just don't get attention the way we used to. So you're like, I gotta get a gimmick. It's like, it's like
But bi now isn't a gimmick almost anymore because it's like
you're
everyone's bi.
It's like you're in Gypsy the musical and you're like, I gotta get a gimmick. Or wait, no, is you gotta get a gimmick, or maybe is that from Sweet Charity? I forgot which. It's one about one
idea.
musical about performance. That might be from Sweet Charity. I think the song you gotta get. I can't remember, but it's from one of those two musicals, and it's like all these dancers like they just competing to like it's kind of like these strippers, but they're not saying strippers, and like one comes out with Christmas tree
Burlesque.
lights, and like one's honking her nipple, and you're just like, that's New York City. And I feel like, just everyone's bisexual now. So just, if you're thinking of coming out as bisexual, New York's the place to be, everybody.
When you're bisexual, do you have to come out? You just say, I'm just going to date chicks and not say, like, you'll find out when you find out.
I don't know. Just everyone has to come out. There has to be a party. Maybe you could pop a balloon and it can be a
I could see if you're
color.
struggling with it for your whole life as an
Oh, for
identity
sure.
thing. That
Like,
I would
like, it's
imagine
like-
coming out would be nice.
Like it's a weight lifted, sure.
yeah.
Feels like it's gonna turn into
The
a
only-
real star belly sneeches kind of situation.
I feel like I'm gonna be bisexual
What?
soon.
real star belly sneeches.
No, I heard what you said. The words just didn't make any
Dr.
sense.
Seuss?
Dr.
This is Doc-
Seuss,
oh.
the Sneeches?
It did sound like a Dr. Seuss book. I was
I think that
guessing,
was
though.
one of the ones that came out when I was already too old. Maybe I'm like a green. I'm so old. I'm only doing Cat in the Hat and green eggs and ham.
Yeah, man.
The
Sam I
places
Am.
you'll go.
Ugh, that one
No,
was
the
good. That one was
Sneeches
good.
it's where like a guy comes to town.
With the
some
hats.
Sneeches have stars on
Stees.
their bellies. Some
Yeah.
don't, and they're all hanging out, being friends.
So what was
then-
Dr. Seuss trying to tell us
and
about
then-
there? What was he trying to make us accept?
Don't be
guy
racist
a guy shows
against
up.
Jews.
Yeah, essentially. But he shows up and he's like, I can put stars on everyone's belly, and then
Feels a little Holocausty, to be honest.
Yeah,
and
it
then
does.
Everyone gets the stars on their belly, and then the people.
Well,
who
Dr.
have them,
Seuss is
the
a Jew,
the
yeah?
Sneeches
Yeah.
who-
Wasn't there some story though about Dr. Seuss was actually an asshole?
Yeah, I heard
whatever.
that too, and I just chose not to listen to it.
Let me have this memory.
I go, we're gonna have to have something here. Yeah. Sneeches.
Sneeches.
All right. And the
Sneeches get steeches.
and the second thing is okay. So like there was like a video that went viral about the like carpet men. Have you ever
Kevin Carpet?
Yeah, I was like, do you know Kevin Carpet?
We walked on him together.
I was gonna say, I was like, so there's two carpet men apparently now. So like
Kevin's
Kevin
got competition.
Kevin Carpet, I've
Another Sneeches
well,
situation.
I might have walked on him once with you if you remember that, but I was like,
Yes.
I used to go to like a party pretty regularly that he would always be at the bar, and I would literally like lean over him because I was like, I don't want to step on this guy.
Fulfill your kink while I'm ordering a vodka soda.
Well, that's kind of what the situation is. It's like I wasn't doing it at the time because I was like, I know he says he likes it, but maybe he doesn't really know what he likes, and I can't be stepping on
he
this
needs
guy.
to read The Will to Change.
Yeah, I just can't be stepping on this guy. You know, I have heels on that feels like, I mean, I'm sure he loves that even more. But but then when I got older, I was like, it really is more of this conversation about like, I don't want to non-consensually be a part of your kink. Like if it's something that you are getting sexual pleasure from, and they were kind of saying like, I think they were saying like there's two carpet guys, and I think like Kevin's the old one who is
Kevin been around for a
non-consensually
while.
doing it, but then there's like
Right, because I think when I first stepped on Kevin, I didn't know there was a guy wrapped up in that carpet.
yeah, and so now there's like a fight in the comments about like Kevin versus Giorgio's the new carpet guy on the scene, and Giorgio's probably, you know, he's younger. I don't know if he's Gen Z or millennial or whatever, but Giorgio, you know, asks for consent, and
Good.
and but
I'll
Kevin's,
step on you, Giorgio.
Kevin's apparently been like, he's been on like just like laying out in the open, like
Yes.
in construction sites now.
Yeah. Construction sites. Oh no, he's gonna get ran over by a fucking like a car, like a vehicle.
And I don't, and it's also like at a certain, like how much do you need to be like what's going to heal him?
Well, I think it's like a cuckold
and also
kink.
he needs to be on the show.
Oh yeah,
There's nothing I love more than a New York City
Like
specific legend.
Dan Smith will teach you guitar.
Dan Smith will teach you guitar, open on invite, don't know where you are.
I'll never forget
He's
you, Dan.
Probably like
I think he's still
50.
fucking around. Yeah.
He has to
He's
be.
older.
Yeah.
because he's headshot. His eyes are a little more sunken in now.
Oh, did he
Flyers-
change the headshot?
Yeah, because the Flyers are still around.
Respect, Dan.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, you gotta be honest.
Yeah,
you gotta be honest.
Got to
I
look
don't
at your
care.
headshot when you come in.
It's like
But
the
Kevin Carpet, yeah.
Milverine.
What?
It's like the Milverine.
Milverine.
In Milwaukee, there's a guy who just
You just keep saying stuff, and I go, I don't know what you're saying, Eric.
There's a guy in Milwaukee who he just walks around. He's like a construction worker. And
Okay.
He just walks a lot publicly, and
Okay.
he looks like the Wolverine. And so people would just be like, they take pictures of him walking, and he'd get on the news.
Is
being
he
like,
purposefully looking
No,
like?
he
It's a little
wasn't-
less going
he
on in
wasn't-
Wisconsin.
Are we just bullying this
He
man?
wasn't trying to do it, and now
Oh,
he's like a
no.
local
In New York City,
celebrity.
we have a man getting a sexual kink from being stepped on and rolled in a carpet. And in Milwaukee, we have just a guy,
Look at that fucking
A guy-
asshole.
a guy who
Like-
walks.
A guy who walks who looks like the Wolverine.
This is why you gotta live in New York at least once, guys, before you die. You have to live in New York City. At
Talking to
least
town in Milwaukee is just a guy who walks too much.
once. Looks a little bit like Wolverine.
Oh, he's number one search result.
Have him call in the show. For what? For who? You?
If you type in MILV, first result.
What
That's
other
a really weird
Yeah, what
set
other
of
word
letters.
starts with
Milf?
MILV?
Yeah, I can't think of any.
I can't think of any
There's a whole
either.
Wikipedia on him.
Because I was like, MIL, it would be like millionaire.
Yeah,
John Harmon.
Milk.
yeah. All right. Is that you had any more? You got it?
No, I was
That's
just-
pretty
I
good.
don't
That's
have
pretty
any
good.
more niche references.
All right.
It
Save
does
for next
remind
week.
me, I'm like, I don't want to be one of these like people who are like, New York used to be so much cooler, but like the shit that I got into when I first moved here. I mean, number one, the amount of times that I got mistaken for like a sex worker, like a street sex worker. a lot.
Oh,
That was great.
me too.
You know, and then
Guys, stop.
well, no, because
Get
it was
off
like
my D.
no, it was like more of a thing. You
Yeah.
know, when I moved here, 22 years ago or whatever, and then like all the kind of weird underground parties I went to, like sex parties, sex clubs, the motherfucker party, which was
Yeah.
the moving party. I mean, just like the club kids were still around. Like it was just really like
Fun.
it was a time, man.
Yeah.
It was a time.
Yeah.
Ugh, love
You know
it.
who's a time?
Today's guest.
Yeah, goddamn right she is.
Mm-hmm.
I love this woman. She is one of my closest friends. She's her mother, and I've heard about her for a long ass time. She is a badass. She has been responsible for a lot of models that you know and love's careers. She's a bad bitch. She was the vice president of IMG Models. She started her own modeling agencies and now she works at this incredible organization called Welcome House, which you'll hear all about. And yeah, she's kind of a one-of-a-kind person. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show,
Jan Planet.